I thought I had it under control, and I did not. It's hot in here. Is it rolling? It's rolling. All right, well. All right, go around the wheel. I think we're rocking and rolling. These are both gonna pull on the car if it comes off. Well, I don't live here anymore. Some paper towels, some soap, left the soap dispensers, left the trash can. This is all gone. Found a lot of dirt on the floors. Tried to vacuum it up before I left. Here's the rocket room. Nothing in the closet. It's sad to leave this place. I really liked living here, and I think it's the best place I've lived so far, just in terms of enjoying it. And it's sad, but it is time to go. And it's been time to go for a little while now, so I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. This is it. I don't have a way to open this door back up. Goodbye, house. All right, I'm on the road. I mean, it's a residential road, but I'm on it. Speed limit's 40. I'm doing just a saucy, silly, little goofy 30 miles per hour. 10 under the limit, because your boy is dummy thick with literally everything I own being pulled behind me. Ah! So the good news is that I'm making decent progress. The bad news is that the check engine light has come on. And that could mean a bunch of different things. My oil is fine, the engine temp is fine, the battery is fine, and I just filled it up with fuel. So I've sort of done what I can here, but I don't think this warrants a call to U-Haul just yet, and we're kind of going to keep an eye on things to see if I'm in trouble, because I might be in trouble. Or I might make it another 1,800 miles. So there's a little cause for concern. Alright, so the odometer is at 58,900 miles. That's pretty close to 60K. It's not on the dot, but if we're gonna assume that U-Haul is doing regular-ish servicing, maybe once every 10,000 miles, the check engine light could mean get service. I just realized I need to buy fireworks. Not that I'd ever light fireworks in places where, you know, it's not legal to, because I obey the law all of the time, always. With that said, I am gonna buy some fireworks. All right, well, here at the fireworks store, and I didn't not buy fireworks. That's all I'm gonna say there. All right, about 4 hours in. Okay, so something I'm learning. Do I still have a car behind me? God, that is the hardest thing to judge. Something I'm learning is that I didn't really set Google Maps to stay on the highway all the time. I don't know if that's really an option. Here's the thing though, this thing is great on the highway because it's predictable. Oh God, thank God, I do have a car. Okay. It's also, I can't see when I have a car behind me, unless I'm turning, or if I look at a shadow. Oh shoot. Oh my God. Just kill me. Just kill me. What did I do? Ah. You piece of garbage. Why are you taking me on these side streets? Well, we're going on about 1,000 side quests here because Homeboy has no ability to properly navigate. I don't understand why Google Maps took me and put me on the most residential roads. To be frank, I'm not a super big fan because I don't have a vehicle that does really well on like tiny roads like this. Dear Jeff Bezos, it's me again, your boy Joey B. As you're in charge of most of this earth, and by that effect, you are in charge of Google, who is plotting this map out, I would like to sincerely ask you, why? My question to you is why? If you want more details, you can email me at whythefdidyoutakemethisroute@gmail.com. Peace and love. All the best. Joey B. I have discovered a resonant frequency of this van/car setup. Roughly 1.25 hertz. Here it is. Yeah, roughly 1.25 hertz is the vertical resonant frequency. At least probably one of the lowest modes. That's all. Peace and love.
And he was like, I opened for the Doors back in the 60s. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then he said, yeah, we supported them on a short leg of the tour. Our band was called The Hinges.
Oh, Lord, I didn't know what it means to believe.
Alright, so I popped a tire.
Want immediate help?
I was driving.
Call.com/help to request roadside assistance.
Homie, I did that, and your website doesn't work. I popped a tire, and
Did you know you can visit U-Haul.com?
oh my God. So yeah, the U-Haul, the back left inner tire popped. So there's still a tire that can carry the load, but that tire is definitely getting close to thin. So it's not gonna go well if I try to do the rest of the drive just on that tire. At least as far as I can tell. The treads on both of them were wearing thin, and now I only have one. So it's a smooth ride. You know, the truck will drive, but I don't think it's gonna do 1,800 miles with the current setup. So it's going well.
Completing a request for roadside assistance online can save you time. Go to ucall.com/help and request roadside assistance now. Your request will be handled without delay, and you will will be kept up to date on the status of your service via your cell phone, tablet, or PC. You are in control of the entire process.
I do not feel in control of the entire process. Someone is apparently coming out in 75 minutes, and I've been here for like an hour, so it's going really well. I'm definitely losing like 120, 200 miles today, maybe 150. I'm probably losing about 150 miles of what I would other have today, but it also depends on how long it takes them to change it. So the situation is, let's take a look. So the situation is, it's two tires on the rear axle here. The inner one is blown, and it's really just shredded. But if you look, the left one here is just totally bald. So there's nothing going on there. And over the course of 1,800 miles from here, if I were a betting man, and I'm not that good at poker, so I'm not a betting man, but if I were a betting man, that second one is probably gonna go. Right, quick update, still chilling. Might be around, oh, wait. Oh my gosh, wow. The timing on that. Oh my goodness, I just started to roll, I didn't even know. Howdy. All right. Let's get this thing fixed. That was a lot faster than expected. What'd you say?
That outside tire is pretty warm.
Yeah, no, I don't think it would make it the rest of the, like 700 or 1,800 miles, something like that? All right, well, big thanks to White Motor Company. That was like less than half of the time that they anticipated taking to get here. So, honestly, big ups.
Like a roll pin right here.
Yeah, so it's like a set pin, or it's like
like an
a
alignment deal.
so it'll clock it, right? Yeah. All right, I think we're balling. Wheels replaced. These are all on. There's tires on them. They're brand new. There's air in the tires. Plenty of tread. I think we're good to go. Thank you again to, I don't even know what it was, White Motor Company. Thanks to White Motor Company. Getting gas. Filling up a truck. There it is. Perhaps one day I will leave this one little rest stop in Arkansas. It doesn't feel like that day is today, but perhaps one day. All right. Got a little handy-sandy. We got a new tire. The check engine light it's on. I love it. I'm having the time of my life. Let's make up for about an hour and a half of lost time. And maybe as a treat, we can never do that again. All right, here we go. You know what I just realized? That window's open. That window has been open for the entire time I've been driving. It's like 400 miles so far. Oops. That's probably why it's so loud in here. Okay, I'm near Little Rock, Arkansas. It's time to get a little cheeky Starbies and then get back on the road. There's a fun resonance that happens when I do like 70, 73 miles per hour and I'm going uphill. There's like a fun resonance that happens there. And I think I can correlate it enough to feel like it's probably not a problem. But once more, I feel as though maybe I've been rented a U-Haul that isn't that great. All right, we're in Arkansas. And Joey suggested that, Joey Murphy suggested I get an OBD reader. Because it's not a bad purchase to have as it stands. So we're gonna see if this works. We're gonna try to find out what's going on with this truck. It's beeping, stored, freeze frame, P300, monitor status. Wow, I wish I knew how to read this. Okay, hold on. P0, okay, let's try this. Let's try whatever this is. P0300 code. Yeah, I mean, let's... 2 or more cylinders are experiencing misfires. A misfire occurs when an insufficient amount of fuel is burned in a cylinder. A misfire from 2 or more cylinders can be caused by many reasons: faulty ignition, fuel system, or internal engine failure. Alright, I'm gonna send this to Joey. Hello?
Joe, we got you.
Hi, okay, so I can't chat for super long. Also, just so you guys know, I have a GoPro rolling, and I won't put any... I kind of want to make a video about this whole experience.
Copy that.
Yeah, and
Hello, Joey's GoPro.
hello.
So,
I was really hoping this wouldn't be anything other than this. So I don't know how serious it is the thing. So it gives me the severity rating on 1 to 3, and it's a 2, which I don't know, man.
alright, so the big thing is I'm trying to figure out how many cylinders there are on the engine.
if we could lose 2 out of 4.
Exactly. 2 out of 4 I'm sketched out by, 2 out of 6 is a little more acceptable maybe.
Hello, George. George, please. George, help me. George, what's your wife's name? George, what's your wife's name again? Lisa?
Lisa?
George, listen, pretend that I am Lisa, and I need your help. Do you know how I do that with this device, or Joey could... I don't want to read through the manual because I'm a baby.
Yep, I'll find the manual for you. In the meantime, can you figure out what the second code is?
Yes, they are both... Basically, if I click codes, it cycles between 1 and 2 here. So the first one says severity, it says stored, and it says freeze frame. The second one says permanent, and it doesn't have severity, and I don't understand because it's the same code.
Right,
So
okay.
is it a constant misfire on this, or
However, you could have a intermittent misfire where every once in a while one's not quite right and you don't really notice it.
Thank you, George. This is legit very helpful. Also, Joey telling me I should buy one of these things was helpful too. And everyone else has been entirely unhelpful in my life. George, do you agree? So I'm going to try to clear both of these codes, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Let's try this first.
By the way, that's the thing that people do if you're ever buying a used car.
Yeah,
Sometimes they'll do that right before they try to sell it to you, so it looks like there's no codes.
much to consider.
So always have an OBD2 scan or something like what you have there if you're buying on Craigslist, so you can tell if the codes have been recently cleared.
Yeah. You know what I need to do is try this one more time. Unplug. Plug it back in. I do love that it sips power from the truck, so I can... It doesn't need batteries or anything.
That's nice.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's figure it out. If I had to guess, I think that permanent code is coming back. Yeah. So it told you, Joey, if I remember correctly, it said something to the effect of if driving issues are present, fix it immediately.
Yes, if drivability... let me check the words exactly.
So maybe I just don't have all of the cylinders I need.
gyration thing I told you about.
Yeah, and it's definitely not doing that.
Yeah, so it's repair immediately if drivability issues are present. Follow up, threat to essential system components if not repaired as soon as possible. But I feel like if they're putting in that caveat of if drivability issues are present, means you're probably okay for now. But be especially on the lookout for drivability issues.
Yeah. I will be on the lookout for drivability issues. If there's one thing I would say in my top 5 things to be on the lookout for, is going to be drivability issues. I'm so done. I'm so fucking done.
That's the tweet.
All right, excellent news. The check engine light is off. Now I manually turned it off with a little OBD reader that we got at AutoZone right here. So I expect it to come back, but at least we know what it is. It's a misfire. So we are probably about 450 miles in. I wish I had made more progress today, but the wheel braking and the check engine light, fixing the check engine light, all of the shenanigans that we got up to today really took off some time. I suppose the fireworks didn't help either. That was kind of on me. But yeah, I mean, otherwise it's going well. I've probably got about another hour and a half of, you know, usable light where it's okay for me to drive a whole lot, and then I think I am going to do the truck stop. Tires look fine, right? Let's check these things again. So chains are good, safety's on, chains are good, safety's on. This is still plugged in, this is still tight. Straps are good, these are tight. The chains are on here, they're on there with the safety on both. I've got the straps are pretty tight here, that's still good. So we're pretty much all set here. The car's still doing well.
Hey, odds if people trying to break it.
You know what?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm at a rest stop now. I'm at one of the Love's like rest stops here. Wow, you cannot see well out that windshield. Either way, so I'm doing great. Yeah, so the situation is that I am choosing the rest stop for tonight. I'm gonna sleep in the car because it can recline a lot easier. Hopefully that works out for me. The rest stop people were so nice. My goodness. I walked in because I didn't know if I had to like pay to park my stuff here, but I walked in and I was like, hey, do I have to pay? Wow, I am tired. I was like, do I have to pay to park here? And he was like, if you ever have to pay to park at a Love's, you are getting scammed. We would, of course, never charge you to sleep in your own vehicle. And I was like, oh, thanks so much. And then he proceeded to be like, showers are over there. They're $13. They're really nice. This is where you can eat food. The restrooms are over there. We don't charge for those. He's just a super nice guy. And I really appreciated that at the end of kind of a long day. So I'm not sponsored, but like, good job, Love's. That was really nice. A super quick realization that I didn't, entirely expect. So as it turns out, the car gets hot. Oh, wow. Well, uh-oh. Folks, this is, okay, hold on, this is not great. This is not the most best. So, the plant is entirely wilted and dead, probably. Maybe not dead, but it is not gonna last the rest of this drive. I can guarantee you that. Hold on, let me check my phone real quick. The Sprite hopper here is super not doing great. It is entirely warped and melted. Stuff back here, I mean, I imagine rocket stuff is not doing great. I'm really hoping that the printer is okay. You know what, man? I'm sure there will be some other casualties from the move, and that's just sort of the reality of the situation. So, what can you do? All right, I'm gonna go for real now. Good night. Okay. It's the morning. Sleeping in the car isn't great. You can get sleep, but boy is it tough. I will probably need a hotel tonight. It's about 6:30. Sun's gonna come up soon. It's real beautiful out. I mean, I wish it were... Frankly, the outside is perfect. Like, the temperature outside is perfect. It's the... It's not the heat, it's the humidity. But it actually is, and it gets like trapped in this car. And this poor plant is just absolutely gone. Sprite as well has seen many better days. Oh well, it's definitely not gonna get better today. I would say Sprite is gonna look worse today, after everything that it's about to go through. So, cheers. Okay. Starting to feel a little better, which is good. That means we're not totally screwed. All right, got a little breakfast, got a little coffee. The breakfast is just beef jerky. We're not thriving out here. We're just trying to get to California without dying, I guess. So the bar is pretty low. All right, turning around. Here we go, car on the back. And we're off. This is day 2 of the drive to California. We're gonna take it easy, and we're gonna really hope that we don't hit any of the same roadblocks, at least, as day 1. I am sure there are more that we could hit, but let's try to hit none. And I guess we'll just go from there. Oh shoot. Okay. We're gonna play a game called Don't Get Hit. And it's actually going to be a difficult game because there are a number of people here and there is one lane. So we're starting off strong today. They're just riveting content, I am sure. Alright, I think I can go after this car. Yeah, alright, we're balling. Here we go. We're balling. Balling on a budget, because it's a U-Haul. Actually, no, it's, I guess, balling on the U-Haul. Man, the humor is so bad right now. Okay, so I think I can do 700 miles today. I'm averaging like 65, 70 miles per hour, and I'm up early. Well, I was up early. It's 7:30 now. I've been on the road for about 20 minutes. Gosh, I just want to get this stuff out of the U-Haul and into a house, because that's the reason that I slept in my car last night, and the reason that I'm a little weary about using a hotel at all is that it requires that I leave everything I own totally outside of my control in a parking lot. So, I've got the thickest, biggest lock I could find on there, and I just know that there are ways to pick those locks, and even if you don't pick them, there are ways to, break them and get in there. So, I don't know, man. Maybe I can find a well-lit parking lot from a hotel and just park right out front. That might do it. That might make me feel better. But we'll get there when we get there. All right, this is Oklahoma City right here. Hello, Oklahoma City. I don't have a lot to say about Oklahoma City. It's a city in Oklahoma. And then sign up here for Amarillo, Texas. Amarillo, yellow. So that's great, because it means we're coming up on the halfway point here, which is excellent news, because I'm not like sick of driving yet, but I know myself, and I will probably get there. So good to be closing in on halfway.
Makes their arms legs, and that's an incorrect question, because their arms are not arms, they're legs.
Well,
What makes their front legs legs is the correct question. Jordan is trying to turn front-legged dogs into arms. Look, and I'm not going to argue with you that the front legs of dogs are legs. The reason that they're, thank you, that's a huge relief.
Out here in the middle of Oklahoma, hoping we get to Texas soon. That would be great. That would be big cool if we got to Texas soon. I would really enjoy that. Welcome to Texas! Oh, okay, great. We made it to Texas, featuring John Green and Hank Green from the podcast that they do together.
Like every night, I would get into bed and start reading this book, and I would have a smile on my face, and Sarah would be like, I've never seen you so joyful when reading a book. And I was like, I love every page of this thing. It's just incredible.
All right. Okay. So, fun little status update. Nothing big has happened. I am in some part of the very top part of Texas, probably near Amarillo. I don't really know if I am close to it or past it. I don't know. I can't be bothered to pay attention. So the drive is going very smoothly today. No hiccups, no problems. Don't want to jinx it, but I'm keeping an eye on the engine temperature, the battery, the oil, everything I can. I haven't seen another check engine light come on. If I do, now I have the tools to learn a little bit more about it. We're down to like 15 hours, 45 minutes, 47 I guess, but who cares? And yeah, I'm feeling good. I think that, you know, hopefully today continues to go smoothly. I do want to cross over into, I can't remember which one it is, probably either Arizona or New Mexico. I get them mixed up. Okay, we're in Amarillo. That's where we are right now. What you got for me? Why is this person beside me? We're in Amarillo, and that's kind of it. I think it's going to get a little bit more crowded, so I'm riding the right-hand lane hard right now. But yeah, 15 hours, 30 minutes to go. I think I hate this more than anything. This is where they take the road and they put it down to one lane. And like, I'm already uncomfortable with how dummy wide this truck is. but I also have this trailer behind me, which like extends the width by, I don't know, a few inches on either side. And so it's like a lot harder for me to thread the needle on this thing than it is on my little VW Jetta. Looks like it's not going to last very long, which is helpful, but not a huge fan of that.
Wait and see if the stones in my feet turn to rubble. Sad songs, starting rain on my window. Time when the morning comes, away in the night with the rain.
Okay, so here we are in New Mexico now. I crossed over probably about an hour ago. I'm at the Denny's /Love /Flying, whatever that is. Everything still looks good. So the U-Haul's just balling. Let's check on our little passengers here. Sprite is for sure not doing great. The plant is 100% dying. I don't know that it's dying any more than it was before. Let's take a look. Let's just see how we're doing here. I mean, it's honestly, it's not that bad. Like right now it is not bendy. So most of the bending seems to happen yesterday or at an earlier time. Or it's just, this is its final form, which is possible as well. Yeah, and this guy is dead. I don't know, it might be able to come back from one of these. These guys down here seem okay, so it does seem like it's the sun that's doing it, rather than, well, who knows? I guess we'll find out, right? So that's that. I bought a little Frappuccino thing. I bought one of these guys, which is cool and fun. I've never had one, but they're really good. Honestly, what I really wanted was, Starbucks does this like nitro cold brew can that's so good, and when you open it, it makes the most incredible sound. It is, it's amazing. I got one of those. I've been eating a lot of beef jerky, which I don't feel good about, but like, I don't know. No one has to smell my farts for like the next 2 days, so I don't really care. I kind of just want something that will like give me protein and make my stomach not grumble, and that'll do it pretty reliably. So, alright, let me make sure I can get on the highway here. I would like to make a quick note here, and the note is that I don't think I'm going to have any drone footage in this video. So I brought the drone, I brought the UAV, because I was like, cool, I'll film myself driving. Here's the thing though, this truck is a lot of work to drive. And I could get away with filming my little hot girl VW Jetta when I was driving to do the Lumineer launch. I could get away with that because the Jetta is just super easy. Like, you hop in, start it, and go. This truck is like a constant consideration of, can I make that turn? Can I go down this road? Does this actually work? And then especially, it's not as easy to pull over on the side of the road here because A, the side of the road is where you get most of the flat tires. That's where nails are, that's where stuff that'll impale your tires is. And so you don't really want to be taking a lot of stops on the side. Anyway, I have many more wheels than, or like many more tires that can pop than the little VW Jetta has. And I don't have any spares for most of this, right? Like, I have a spare tire for the Jetta and that's it. So I kind of see it as too much of a risk to fly the drone and not really worth it for the shot. So that's that. And the best part about this 1 minute 22 second disclaimer is that it's never going to make it into the video because it's too long. Okay, Queen Bosses, this is our first bout of traffic here. I don't know how long it'll be. I should probably check Google Maps. This is our first little bout of traffic. I'm probably about halfway through New Mexico here, and I don't know. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't have an idea of this. Okay, I'm at a rest stop, about to head out. Not much to say here. The drive is going well. Hit a little traffic, hit a little rain. Seem to be out of it for the most part now, although there's definitely some rain over there. And yeah, still going. I got no other updates, still going. Okay, I know where I am. I'm in Albuquerque. Right over there, you can definitely see it, clear as day. I'm kidding. I'm in Albuquerque now. Okay, so I'm still in New Mexico, and I'm in Albuquerque, and I have no further updates. That's the big exciting news. All right, that's it. All right, not that this is gonna show up on a GoPro, but nice view of Albuquerque. I don't know, maybe it's nice, I don't really know. This U-Ho is not loving the experience of climbing this hill out of Albuquerque. It is big struggle bus energy for sure. All the levels and gauges look fine, but yeah, this thing is not thriving right now. Looks like we're about to come up to the top of the hill in like a minute or two, so hopefully we make it, but the U-Haul did not like this. Wow. This is really beautiful. I don't think the GoPro can convey. It is, it's stunning. It's just a big downhill. I remember this feeling great when I was coming over this hill with Lumineer. And the best part about that was I was about to have a panic attack because Charlie called and said, "Hey buddy, do you have O-rings?" And I was pretty sure I didn't. Luckily I did, but yeah, there's like a hill coming up soon that didn't go so well for me. Anyway, it's a beautiful view. The day's still going great. Okay, status update. We are at 1,272 miles on the odometer, or on the trip computer, which actually means somewhere closer to like 1,300 miles, because your boy started a little bit late. On Google Maps, we are just about at 700 miles left, so this tracks. Right? We have about 700 miles left. I could call it now if I needed to. However, I feel great, and we have plenty of daylight. So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to keep driving until I'm like, yeah, it's time to stop. Okay, so just a quick check on everything here. I'm pretty close to Gallup, New Mexico, and just fueling up again. So we've got safety on the chain, safety on the chain. Chains are around here and here. This is plugged in, it's seated well. Same with this, the lights are still working. This is fairly concerning, but it's fine. Here we go. Safety on the chain, safety on the chain. We have the straps here, which look pretty good. This one's a little loose. There, that one's better. The wheels are still seated well. This one is nice and tight. That one didn't come loose at all. Tire around the back feels good. We're headed to Holbrook. Holbrook is about an hour and a half away. There are a bunch of hotels there, and it is an easy drive that I will absolutely make with the daylight. However, I'll tell you what, there's a non-zero chance that I get near Holbrook and I go, I could do another hour and a half, because another hour and a half after that gets me to Flagstaff, and that cuts down a ton. That way I start the next day with like 500 miles, or like maybe 600. I don't know if I'm doing my math right, but I start the next day. Okay, hold on. I start the next day totally ready to go. Hold on. So basically, I would say when I'm like 30 minutes out of Hallbrook, I will make a call on whether I think I have the daylight and the energy to make it to Flagstaff. And we'll go from there. Now it's time for a little words of wisdom with Joey Bizzle. If you're doing a cross-country drive, one of the things to be aware of is that there are sometimes stretches of highway which do not have lots of gas stations near them. Okay, hold on. Much going on here. So, in particular, if you are heading from somewhere to Southern California, somewhere being like Eastern United States, you will cross some desert areas. And there will be stretches of like over, let's say, 60 miles with no gas. And honestly, I think it's probably more than that too. But what I have been doing, what I've been practicing, what do you call it? Practice I've been practicing. Wow, I am just done today. I never let the tank get below half empty. I know that I have about 325 miles with the mileage that I'm getting with the car pulled behind, because the car estimates it, and you can also just like figure it out. So I never let it get below there, so that at minimum I always have like 150 miles that I can burn if I'm in real big trouble. And you're not going to go more than 150 miles without being able to find a gas station. So anyway, that's the Joey B tip of the day, is if you're doing this drive, accept a little time loss to have a lot of peace of mind about, like, I have never once come remotely close to running out of gas entirely. And like, it'll dip below half sometimes, but I've never come closer to empty than having 125 miles in the tank. That's your Joey B tip for the day. Enjoy. Peace and love. So that Hampton Inn, right there, that's where I stayed last time before I went to California with Lumineer. And that's where I tested the reaction wheel. I characterized it in that hotel room, characterized the motor performance, spun it up a few times at different speeds. That testing should not have been done at the Hampton Inn, but the situation was dire. This is also just a very pretty area. A pretty sunset occurring too.
I can feel it. I shouldn't do this to myself. Sincerely.
I missed the sign. Shoot! I missed the sign, but I just entered Arizona. That's all. That's the entire tweet. I missed the sign, but I'm in Arizona now. That's the sign! That's the sign! Oh, I hope it caught it. It just started recording. Okay, there were two signs. Is this another one? No, this is Indian City largest selection. Man, I'll tell you what. We gotta talk a little bit about how commercialized some of these, like, Indian stores are. Maybe this is a hot take. I just feel like, the odds of this being, like, authentic and respectful to the people it is derived from is, I feel like, given America's history, slim to none. I don't know how well you can see me, but it is definitely dark now. So I drove just a little past sunset. By a little, I mean a solid hour. But we're heading to Flagstaff now. I made the executive call to ditch Hallbrook and head the extra hour and a half to Flagstaff. I'm feeling good about that. I have about an hour 10 left to go, and I still feel great to drive. I'm not worried about it. And let's see, what else? Been listening to some podcasts, just hanging out, and really, really excited that I am moving here. I am excited to be close to my friends and my family and people I care about, and launch sites and the desert and the weather, and I'm just, every place has its downsides, and every time I'm like, I'm moving to California, people are like, oh, don't you know about the taxes? It's like, shut up, man. People move for all sorts of reasons. They move for all sorts of reasons. And so this is the right place for me to be right now. Anyway, those are my thoughts on moving, and I'm excited that tomorrow I shouldn't have more than like, I think 450, maybe 480 miles to drive, which is nothing. Comparatively, it's nothing. Each of these days, I mean, today I think I pulled like 800 something. Yeah, so that's no problem at all. That can be done, and we're almost there. All right, see ya. All right, day 2 is just about done. I am beat. It's definitely time to get off the road, and so I got gas, so I'm filled up for the morning, which is great. And then I am gonna stay at a hotel tonight, which I am sketched out about. I am a little concerned because I hate the idea that there is even a slight possibility that I won't have this truck in my sight. And I kind of want to see if I can request a room where I can look out the window and see the truck, you know? Sorry, trying to navigate like 3 different things here. I kind of want to request a room where I can see the truck, and if I can't do that, I will probably set some alarms, like once every 3 hours, and just go look at the truck for some peace of mind. You can go. Yeah, just go look at the truck for some peace of mind so that I know that my life isn't ruined. This is probably the most difficult part of the trip. Not the most difficult part of the move, but of the trip. Okay. All right. Hi. Wow, this is a bleak shot. I'm here at the hotel. I don't know, maybe you'll see a logo. I'm not trying to do free advertising. I am beat, and I'm glad I stopped when I did. It's time to go to sleep, and probably time to take a shower before I do that too, because I don't think I smell great. But I locked up the van, I took anything valuable out of sight. Same with the car, and we're just gonna kind of hope for the best. I might set an alarm for like 3 a.m. just to check, because I'm paranoid, man. But yeah, that's all. Hopefully tomorrow I can make it. Yeah. All right. Good night. Good morning. I'm feeling great. That's not really true. I still have all my stuff, which is a huge relief. The U-Haul seems intact, which means that we have very little standing in the way of me making it to California today and being done with this trip. I actually don't mind the trip. There's just a bunch of other stuff going on that is difficult to handle right now, and it makes a cross-country road trip emotionally challenging. So, yeah, welcome to my house. Yeah, I think I'll pack up the U-Haul and get on the road. It's kind of beautiful outside. It's just a little bit cold, which is great. It's a nice little contrast. And here's my truck, my humble abode, literally everything I own. But it's kind of nice outside this morning. Hey, I got 2 bananas from the complimentary breakfast, so that's great, and it's complimentary. So, how far do you think we have to drive today? Because I feel like it was 6 or 7 hours, all of which is quite doable. And now I have to start navigating to my actual house, which is amazing. That is a very good feeling. Hotel parking lot, and I have one more thing to do here, and it's just double, triple, quadruple check that all of our connections are fine. So we'll start here. The electrical port is fine. Safety is on for this S-Link. Safety's on for this. It's through the thing on either one of these. I hate the way that the loading passes through this. That's like just shear load on the whatever. It's fine. This is fine for the most part. This is all the way tightened down. All right, tires. This tire's good. This tire's good. The strap is tight. The ratchet strap is tight. The S-links under here are good with the safeties on. I can see it on the other one over there. This tire's good. This tire is good. The straps are nice and tight on this as well. This is good. That's fine. And that's fine as well. All right, so we're balling. We're all set to go. Let's get on the road. There's a sign up here. Here it is. West Los Angeles. That's where we're going. Taking the exit. No part of this trip is individually super exciting. It just is all nice to document. So I'm probably shooting far more footage than I actually need, but I don't know. I guess I'd rather have that problem than not enough. Arizona. I'm in somewhere Arizona right now. It's not entirely clear where that is, but I'm like 5 hours and maybe 30 minutes out now. So we're burning down the time, and it's gorgeous out here. It is really beautiful. I really like it. It's gorgeous out here, and I'm glad we're getting on the road this early. So right now, local time, it is like 9 a.m. It's probably going to get pretty hot today, and I think Sprite is going to complete its final phase of just completely melting in the car behind me. But oh well, not much I can do about that now. So that's that. Hey Joe, how nowhere is nowhere? Well, let me pass this truck and then I'll show you. I gotta be safe, so I can't be sticking a GoPro out the window if I'm near a bunch of cars, you know? Trying to keep the homies just alive. That would be great. Nothing around here, and I've got about like 5 hours left. I'm getting ready. All right. I just crossed into California. You can see the Welcome to California thing there. And also the Jenna Julian podcast, because I missed them both. Well, I missed mostly Jenna. Anyway, where's the Welcome to California sign? Shouldn't there be like a big old PCT, Pacific Time Zone? No, that's not right. Time Zone, PC, you get it. PT. I'm in Pacific time now. Okay. All right, we are in the desert. We are properly in the desert right now. There is nothing around for miles and miles. I have a full tank of gas, which feels great, because again, there's just nothing around here. I can see a train off in the distance. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But we're probably about 3 hours and change out, maybe 3:30, from Los Angeles. I'm out here at a rest stop. We are properly in the desert here, man. We are properly in the desert. That's a funny sound. There is nothing here, and there's a sign that says watch out for rattlesnakes. There's a pet area, which is hilarious to me because like someone sort of tried to decorate it with rocks or something, and it just there's no point. What's the point, man? Why are you trying to decorate just sand, you know? So the trip is going well. Again, about like 3 hours, maybe 3:50 left. I got my film camera. I want to take 1 or 2 photos out here, and then we will keep on moving. Good luck, GoPro. There is just nothing, and it's not like I forgot, right? It's not like I forgot that the desert is incredible, but like, it's all flat, and it's all open, and then there are these beautiful mountains, and I'm like nearing the end of the trip. We're like 2 hours, 30 minutes away, and I'm just vibing right now. I'm doing well. mere 100 miles to our destination, to my house, my new house. An hour and 53 minutes to go, because I think there's a little bit of traffic, and frankly it might increase a little bit. It was like 2 hours 50 minutes, and then it switched the route. The trip odometer, or like the trip computer, says 1,864 miles covered, but that's more likely closer to 1,900 because we started a little bit late. All right, I am about an hour 30 minutes from my new home, which is wild because I don't live here. I live in Tennessee. I live in Nashville, but I live here. But my brain doesn't think that, and it's probably not going to think that for a little bit. And now I'm trying to think of like when I got used to living in Nashville, because I definitely feel like I live in Nashville now, and I definitely didn't feel like that at the start. And I even feel like a month in, it was still like I'm just visiting. So we'll see. I certainly don't live here now. Maybe I will in a month. My first traffic. I'm really living in LA now. This is my baby's first traffic. It's only a 29-minute delay. Boy, am I in for a treat. Bro, this truck has lost its mind. Who fucking made the engine controller for this? I don't know who was like, I know how we're gonna do the engine controller for this. Look, I get it. We're on an incline, we're on a steep grade, so it wants to do engine braking, and it's gonna try to like automatically figure that out for me. I appreciate it. However, it makes the truck sound like it's going insane. And the logic for shifting gears with the like incline logic, or like incline equals yes engine braking is insane. This thing will stay in like the lowest or highest or whatever possible gear and get really loud and rev up going 1 billion miles an hour when I'm doing like 5 miles per hour. Anyway, it's not that bad. It just makes me like look and sound ridiculous as a truck, which I already do because it's a U-Haul carrying a VW Jetta, but like, why not add to the cake a little bit, you know? All right, under 50 minutes away. Getting real excited. Man, I'm just stoked. I am gonna live here now. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna have like a week of total turmoil, and then ideally, shit will calm down. But it hasn't been calm all summer. And especially the last 2 weeks have been awful for my stress, and a lot of that has been centered around like wanting to finally get this move done, and it's very nearly done. I have to unload stuff, I have to set up the house, but it's very nearly done. Yeah. So one thing I'm learning, and I'm learning it relatively quickly, is that it's not that much fun to drive a U-Haul towing a car in Los Angeles. The good news is that this is far from my primary vehicle, but you know, food for thought for sure. Okay, this is nice. I am near a place. I have to start being very careful about how much information I give out about where I am. Because I do not want to get doxxed. Whoops. Let's see. There's some stuff over here, and then there's a thing over there. And, oh, here's a street. I won't give you the street name, but I will say it ends in Drive. So that's, you know, that's helpful information, I think. I'm getting really close. This is a very pretty area, and I'm really excited about it. I just have, the vibes are really good. Okay, well, I did it.